What calls me to this work is a value that I have held for a long time, and that value is that every voice matters. And that value of voices mattering really stems from the family that I grew up in. I grew up in Madison in a family of four where my paternal grandmother lived with us 4 months out of every year. That was generally a good thing, but it became contentious in my family with my mother. One moment in particular was very defining, and that was an evening that I was at my aunt and uncle's home, and my mother and uncle were arguing in front of my grandmother while she was sitting alone on a sofa, and I was sitting in my uncle's lazy boy as a child of perhaps 8 or 9. And the insults were being hurled over her head, and I was immediately struck by her humiliation. And the fact that my dad was not speaking up to defend her, nor was my aunt, and I was silent as well. And that it made me angry, and I was struck by the injustice of it, and it became important to me at that time that voices should be heard. In school, I excelled, and my voice was heard, but I had classmates whose voices were not heard. And as I went through school, it was important to me to help those students. It ended up that I went on to college then to become a speech and language pathologist, which made perfectly good sense because the children that I served for 33 years, I was able to help them gain their own voice and to help them to participate fully. And now as an organizer in retirement, I find that I'm able to do the same within my community to bring people into greater engagement, helping them to share their voices around issues that matter to them. So it's about creating change through bringing people's voices into issues. The work that I'm doing here continues to inspire me because people are coming through and getting engaged for the first time. And when they share the stories that they come back with, it just keeps me going, right? So we had 2 young women that canvassed today for the very first time. They'd never gone out, they had a good experience, and it was easy then to say, well, we'd like you to sit down now and call 5 of your friends. Invite them to join you in this volunteer work. And they were able to do that, right? Because they had a good experience. So that's just every time somebody steps up, it's like, great, I've done my job.